Alright,
dance moves.
we're live. Hey, what's up everyone? John Harden here, PR manager for Atlas USA. Doing a dance on the screen is our QA lead for Etrian Mystery Dungeon, Mr. Rob Stone, dancing as a Landsknecht right now. Say hello, Rob.
Hey. I think that Landsknecht gets all the credit here for doing the
Doing the dancing?
Yeah. Saturday Night Fever here.
Yeah, well, we will be trying to stay alive with this one because we're running a solo dungeon on the... This is the second dungeon still, right?
Yeah, this is the second one.
So
the Emerald Copes.
We're level appropriate. We're equipment appropriate, skill appropriate, and everything. We're not trying to power through this. We're trying to do this solo style.
We got we got some we have some items too. We got your basic items that you'd have after you get through the first dungeon, pretty much. Some random sigils, scrolls, and of course the Ariadne thread, which is very important. It's probably the best item in the game.
Hey, it's our voice is too loud. Trying to fix that.
Holy loud voices. Okay. Yeah. So, we'll try to go through the we'll try to give you a good snapshot of how the game works. So yeah, as you can see, it's grid based, just like most mystery dungeon games are. So you can face in all different directions. So in this case, it's also turn based. So after I act, the mouse will act, and he already threw an item at me because he's a jerk. But
oh, what's up? I was playing a little earlier and I was fighting against a boss and I threw a freaking heal potion and hit the boss and healed the boss for 200 hit points. That was a brilliant move on my part.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, I'm outstanding at this game, by the way. So that's why Rob's playing and not me.
Yeah, they are a skill check in this game for sure. If you use them correctly, they are a lifesaver, but they can also screw you over.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're not familiar, typically you'll be in Etrian Mystery Dungeon with a party of 4. You can change that party to however many you like. You can do solo medic if you're really good.
Yeah, exactly.
Medic actually has some pretty decent decent offensive power early on.
Yeah, you can use striking attacks with his
paralyzing strike or something to freeze enemies in place. But I haven't gotten paralyzed to work very well. I don't know if it's just RNGesus being mean to me or what. But
yeah, it also might depend on the enemy too. Certain enemies have resistance to status ailments as usual.
Stop talking about the game and play it.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Righto.
So in this room, you'll see that there's these boxes. What are they called? I forget what they're. Are they the mystery box?
They are the mystery box. Oh, I should get the actual mystery box.
We should be promoting the mystery box here while we're at it. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to get to that before the timer runs out. Probably gonna get kicked in the face by the grasshopper, but what are you gonna do?
Will XP gain rates be affected if you run solo? Yeah, they should, right?
You know what? I forget. I guess we'll find out too. I'll let you know if the pacing of the level ups is a lot higher than normal. And then what do we get? Oh, we got a crappy staff. So whatever. I'll throw it at an enemy or something. That'll be fun.
Yeah, so that's throwing stuff is fun.
You can even throw equipable items. It's pretty ridiculous how many things you can throw in this game.
That actually saved me during one of my I was doing a solo gunner run and it was out of it. It was about to die and out of TP and everything. It's throw this sword at you, or it does an insane amount of damage.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's definitely as you can see from the map. Let's go back to the map. There's the way the dungeon layouts work is there's branching paths. So if you look at the bottom screen, you can go through different paths, and a lot of times they'll remerge or break off, and it creates very unpredictable dungeon layouts.
Sometimes they're dead ends too.
Yeah, there are. That happens a lot too. You'll run in who knows if maybe the middle path from the first floor was the one we actually need to take.
Someone is asking, do monsters respawn in dungeons? Yes, they do. Annoyingly so.
Yeah, they even respawn in the same room right after you kill them. Probably I've had it I was just like warming up and going through the first floor here, and I had a rat that I killed, and then I walked out of the room, and probably about like I'd retraced my steps probably like 1 or 2 rooms later, and there's another rat in there already. So they respawn, yeah, quite quickly. There's also like a penalty if you stay on a certain floor for too long. There'll be like this fog that'll come out, and it'll
diminishing returns.
It'll wreck you. Like you'll actually like just game over if you stay on a floor too long. So you can't stay on the floor for too long. You gotta man up and go downstairs once in a while.
When Rob said annoying, what he really meant was frustrating. Like all Etrian games.
So this enemy here, he actually explodes when he dies, and
does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe I could do something to just, because I don't know, I'm not too sure if I can actually
throw the staff at him.
Yeah, let's throw the staff at him and see what happens. That didn't do anything.
That did nothing.
Okay, so he's within explosion range now. So no matter what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to take the damage. So might as well just get this over with.
You can do it, Rob. I believe in you. Please don't die.
Oh man.
He did nothing.
There we go.
Oh, that was a bit more than
oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Crap.
So we'll wait in the room for a bit, heal up our HP, and then leave, yeah. Yeah, he does a lot. So as you can see, the rat's being a dick, and he's gonna go throw that item. So I'm gonna see if there's something I can do to...
Can you play with your friends local and on Wi-Fi? You cannot. It is single player only.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw the sleeping pill at him. There we go. Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know rats could do that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, everyone learns something new here today. Rats, you don't mess with them. You don't throw things at them.
Oh,
that was pretty good.
This game
that was pretty good.
Endless source of entertainment.
Okay. Oh my god. Ugh. It's like, no, you're going to sleep. I wonder if sigils work the same way. Maybe I bet you, yeah, it's just thrown items. So I'll try a sigil the next time we run into a rat and see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Yep, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was good. Fortunately, we didn't die. So not only was it a learning moment, it was a positive learning moment.
Yeah, it's always positive whenever you don't actually die. Okay. All right. So what am I gonna do here? I think I can. Oh no, never mind.
Nope.
The game plan is changing. Let's see. I'll try. Oh, you know what? This guy's a really annoying. He has a really annoying skill that lowers your attack. So I'm trying to get away from. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get away from this guy since he's gonna wreck me.
Combined with that delicious chest, though.
Yeah, exactly. I do have to. I have to give up the chest.
God, it's so frustrating when that happens. You see, you're like, yes, I'm like 3 steps away, and then an enemy stands on it, and you lose.
Yeah, or it's just like they get in your way or something, and you can't get past them without them like wrecking your face.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time we're gonna use a sigil on him because he obviously throwing things at him isn't gonna work. So we're gonna launch. Let's see if the launch technique works. Okay, that does work. So there you go. Now we all know that.
Oh, you just leveled up too. You should.
Oh yeah, that's right. The I guess this has auto skill leveling enabled. So I'll show you guys how that works. So when you have a skill, or you can actually, yeah, as you can see, you can
turn auto off.
See the auto. So what that does is it you can there's different trees, and so this was on cut focus, right? But there's a bunch of different kind of routes basically that you can have them automatically focus on, or if you just want to do it yourself, you can just turn it off by just backing out of the auto menu. So you can have balanced, or cut or stab. Stab. Well, right now we are using a stabbing weapon, but it doesn't really matter for Lanchnecht until they get past level 10 before stab focus or cut focus matters.
Let's see.
Let's just leave it on manual. So right now it leveled up my Iron Wall, which is basically it's just a passive that increases my defense.
Yeah. Oh, there was a good question. I forgot where it went. When does it come out? April 7th. Yes, correct. And yes, there are FOEs in this game. They're called DOEs.
So technically, if you want to get semantics involved, they're not FOEs, but they're basically the exact same thing.
There's a fun mechanic we can get to in another live stream for another day, but
oh yeah,
they are every bit as annoying as the FOEs from the old Etrian.
Oh yeah, they'll do some really, like, they do a lot of stuff that other enemies won't do. So like you get those like jaw dropping moments in this game where you're like, what just happened? I can't believe that, whatever. My guy's dead and I didn't even know what happened. So
Crimson, we're trying to get a European release date soon, or news on a European release date soon. Stay tuned for that. I am not at liberty to say, but it's looking good for you guys. Thanks for hanging in there, Euro Bros.
Alright, we got pretty lucky. This room doesn't have like a multitude of enemies in it, so...
That's always fun.
Yeah, well,
nothing says fun like, oh, I can escape if I just go down the stairs, and then it's...
Yeah. Let's actually wait and let the enemy come to us. That's better than stepping on a trap like we did before and just... or, So it makes it, yeah. You always want to clear a room before you move around in it. It was kind of silly of me to see because there's traps everywhere like that. But, okay. Guys.
Can you speed up the text in this game? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I could check, I guess. Let's see.
SDesu123. Amazon is wrong then, because it's coming out.
Yeah, there's a message speed. There's message speed, so you can have instant or normal. It was on instant already. Whoops, why would I go that way?
How many hours can you put into the game?
As many as you want.
Yeah, it's all infinitely repeatable. So if we go back upstairs again, it'll be completely different. We'll have to explore the new...
Yeah, unless you have a fort, right?
Yes. No, I thought even the layout changes. Just the vertical layout will say that. I don't remember. But
the floor layouts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure even the floor layouts say the same once you have a fort. Yeah.
We'll figure that out in another live stream. As you can see, we're clearly pros on this game.
Yes, seriously. Well.
Oh yeah, there's a
gathering point. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about that. Let's let the enemy.
Oh, it's another rat. You should throw something at that. Wait, no.
Yeah, I think we'll just let them come to us. The enemies are they're very aggressive. They'll always come to you, so you can kind of pick your spot when you fight them. You usually want to fight them in a bottleneck so they can't all gang up on you. Alright, this is a taking point. It's kind of like it's an Etrian games where you get to gather materials, and those materials help create items and stuff in town, and they're pretty good. That's like, because items are really strong in this game. It sucks when you die and you lose all of them, but the items when you buy them, they're like very, very strong. They're very useful. So especially on like classes like Landsknecht or Protector, you really need items. And thankfully, they're awesome. So, and they're not too expensive either, especially compared to Etrian games.
Yeah. So. The golden tiles that Rob is walking on replenish a little bit of HP and FP.
They replace FP and TP.
FP and TP. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a minor amount. I think it's like one FP and 1 TP each one. But yeah, you always want to walk over those things. I'm sure there's some exceptions to that rule, of course. Yeah, like if you're in the middle of battle.
Oh, let's see if we can bring this up without breaking it. If you see, if you see where it says FP under the name Atlas in the bottom left-hand corner there, that's basically a hunger meter. So once that runs empty, you'll start taking health damage.
Yeah, I only have 1 food, so.
Oh God.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I don't think I'm progressing through this pretty quickly, like the floors.
But then you can run into a dead. I swear, nothing's more frustrating than this when you.
As you can see, whiffing the air is
not ideal.
It's not that bad. Oh boy.
Oh, Roller, your best friend.
Yeah, I know. That guy did a lot of work last game. He's gonna be really annoying for me to deal with too, because he has really high physical resistance. Here, I'll hit him once to See, he actually survives that stuff. So you kind of, he is the kind of person that you probably want to use like an Icicle Sigil on, because he'll take a lot of damage then.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Does this game have anything like the press turn weakness system from SMT4 or anything about?
No, the weaknesses are much more like they're much more like Etrian games where it's like it's pretty apparent that an enemy will have a weakness to ice or fire or volt. It'll do like twice as much damage. You don't get any like turns or any extra boosts from that. Or they don't become like 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 what was it in like SMT4 where like if they're weak to something you know
just lose a turn.
Nothing like that. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward like weakness based system. Just
extra damage and there's sometimes status effects. Or
status effects are really useful in this game too, and they really screw you over too. So it's something to be aware of. Like poison, just like in Etrian games, they'll do like take off half your life with one tick. So that's pretty bad if you get poisoned. And of course, as we saw before, if you get sleeped in this game, you don't wake up when they hit you. Like they'll actually there's like two different kinds of sleep, and the one that we got hit with is the kind where you don't wake up after you get sleep. So it's basically like just you're being permanently disabled.
Yeah, it's like turn based or turn length based or action based or something.
We actually picked up a pretty cool item. It's called Armory Scroll, and what it does is you can actually items in this game can be what's called enchanted, and it allows the weapon to gain attack power based off of the number of enchantments you have. It also does some other pretty cool things. You can transfer like some weapons that you find in the dungeon actually come pre-enchanted. And then you can
probably wondering what that is.
Yeah.
Like, why is there a down arrow?
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that. So yeah, the Armory Scroll here that got highlighted. So if I use this on my sword, it's going to give it an extra attack, and it'll also allow us to transfer that extra attack to the next weapon that we have, as long as the next weapon's enchanted. So it's pretty cool to get these Armory Scrolls, and I'm going to use it right now.
Etrian Odyssey amiibos, my wallet couldn't take it.
So there we go. Now my already pretty powerful sword is even stronger because of the enchantment. As you can see, it says Floret +1 now on the bottom screen, and that's because it has that enchantment of +1. It does 1 extra damage.
Yes, totally agree about there needing to be more hours in the day to play RPGs. That is absolutely true.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Okay, so this room, what do we got? We got we got. You know what? I always forget about the shortcut for watch. I know it. I forget what it is, but it's like.
Are classes unlocked at the beginning of this game, or are there class unlocks as you progress through the story?
You'll have to play through the game to find out.
Yeah,
but there's quite a number of classes at the beginning of the game to choose from. So you're not gonna be bored to death at the beginning of the game, just hoping to like progress so you'll actually be able to play something.
Yeah. There was another.
Let's see what else we got here. We got grasshopper and a mouse. That's fine.
Do the weapons have breaking points like some of these games? So annoying to have an amazing weapon snap on you.
I don't know if there's breaking point. No, I haven't had that happen. I've had enemies break weapons though. There are enemies that'll like destroy your weapons or curse them. So there's stuff like that.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick. Yes. Your equipment. If you do change your equipment, it does show up on the character model. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it does. As you can see, we have like a shield and a cool like stabby sword right now.
Stabby swords are my favorite kind of sword.
Oh no. Oh wow.
The whiff.
I guess that iron wall is doing work for us.
Yeah, so the other fun thing is like Etrian Odyssey, you can really work on customizing your characters. So, Rob's Lynch neck right here is really tanky. I've got one in a game I've been playing that's really damagey. And just depending on how you want to play, you can really tweak your characters a bit. So it's really awesome that's carried over. Yeah,
there's definitely you can tell characters have definite distinct paths they can go down. There's no one specific build for each character.
Ooh.
And the cool thing is combining the assets of your teammates.
Yeah. Ooh, does death equal game over and restart, or do you go back to town or something? That's a good question.
It's not like complete game over. It's not like you start back at level 1. It's not like permadeath or anything. It's you go back to town and you lose a number of your items. Sometimes you keep some of them. I think you lose almost all of your disposable items and money, but you might keep like half of your equipment.
Yeah,
it's usually really debilitating.
Don't you have to send in a rescue party too to rescue some people?
Oh yeah, there is
get permadeath.
That is something. Yeah, that is something you can do. Is you can have like a backup party to go in and try to save your guys. But yeah, then if they die, there's also a limited number of times you can do that too.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got a grasshopper here. I think we got this. Oh, okay. That's our buddy, the armadillo.
A guy in chat that's more of a slashy sword guy. You're just wrong, man. That's stabby sword all the way. Team stabby.
There are slashy swords too. It's not just stabby swords. So you got, there's that. It's the whole, like, as you were talking about in the skill tree before. It's like there's a lot of cut weapons and stab weapons. Oh yeah, that's also like there's also properties from Etrian like that too, where there's cut attacks, piercing attacks, and bashing attacks. Yeah, and those have weaknesses, or enemies will have weaknesses and strengths against those too.
And different classes, of course, just like the Etrian Odyssey games, can use certain weapons. Like only protectors and a few other classes can use hammers and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the medics can use a lot of bashing weapons.
And staffs and everything.
Yeah.
Staves.
Staves is...
Can we bash? Yes, there can be bashing.
Yes.
Does this game have monster houses?
It does. It definitely does. Yeah, they're a blessing and a curse in this game. They're a huge source of XP, but then at the same time, if you go into one unprepared, you'll get destroyed. Or if you walk into a new floor and it's a monster house room, then you're screwed too. So maybe we'll even run into one. I don't know if there's that many in the earlier dungeons here, but they're definitely around.
I just want to point out the bottom part of the map where you can see important items. The gathering spot is a little 2-star. And if you see something flashing, that's a chest that has a timer on it.
Oh, whoops, sorry about that.
Right, a mystery box.
Yeah, there's also the flashy yellow thing as your character. So don't get that confused with the treasure chests. And enemies will be red. Yeah. Let's see. This room looks really suspicious to me because it has so many items. I wonder if I have like a way, like a...
Do you have safety scroll?
There's I don't have... I only have one that displays the floor layout. I don't have the one that... There's an item that will allow you to see traps on a floor, and I don't have it. So we're just going to have to deal with it. Put on our sunglasses and deal with it. Yeah.
Are there any new 3DS exclusive features? There are not. Wait, 3D features?
There's 3D. I mean, there is some 3D. I mean, I don't know how we can really show you that on the stream, but
I tried that. It just shifts the screen over a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the like cutscenes too are like you'll see it'll look more layered or whatever. I think some of the bosses look a lot cooler if it's in 3D, but that's about it.
Yeah, near as I can tell, there are no new 3DS.
Yeah, like this game doesn't use the touch screen much, so there's nothing like that.
It'd be cool if you could use the extra stick for facing, but...
Oh yeah, I see. They're talking about the new 3DS.
Yeah, the new 3DS.
Yeah, this game was developed
on the old, for the old.
Yeah, long before that. I didn't even think there was even news of that system. So
another roller, our best friend.
Yeah. Why did I walk into him? That's just dumb. Okay.
Yeah. So unlike something you maybe used to for Etrian Odyssey, there's typically a lot of careful consideration about where you're stepping. So I guess it is kind of similar to Etrian Odyssey that way. It's just you're not looking at it from a first-person perspective, and you're not looking at the the map like you do in Etrian Odyssey. Here you're looking at the floor plan layout, where the enemies are, where your teammates are, and you have to be really careful, because then you do stupid things like I do and throw throw items that heal the the boss monsters,
or as we learned, throw items to rats, and
they throw items back at you.
They have some kind of passive that just automatically throws the item right back in your face. Something of note here is there are enemies that can walk on water. Oh, I have to go into the room. Okay. So there are enemies that walk on water, as you can see with the dragonfly and the bird there, or they're flying, so you can fly, and there's also things that can walk on water. There's even characters that can walk on water, so you can create like unique situations in combat where you're on water and the opponent isn't. So stuff like that is really good for creating another kind of bottleneck for yourself if you need it. Are
any of the non-human classes in this game? No, I believe so.
Yeah, they're all humans.
Are they Eddie Money? No. Did they walk down to Electric Avenue? I don't believe so.
Okay, so what are we gonna do here? This is pretty interesting. I think. Oh, one of them's sleeping too. That's cool. Okay, I think we're gonna use ice on this one.
Get him!
I don't think it's worth it.
I'm really bad at using my sigil spells.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're so useful though.
I usually wind up dropping those.
Okay, so this guy does the job for you and just places himself right in front of you, which is really cute of him to do that.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna get stabbed to death.
If I don't miss a bunch. So I guess the bird, he's just like, he's chilling over there. He doesn't want to attack. So yeah, as you can see, you kind of want to avoid the sleeping ones until the end. They usually wake up when you're like within a square of them or so. That's usually when they like wake up and attack you. So
what are the terms for using an Ariadne thread? Can you use it any time or only after a few turns of no combat?
You can actually use it at any point. That's why it's so good. It basically gets you out of like those scenarios in other mystery dungeon games where you're just like, oh my gosh, I stepped on a trap and all my teammates are disabled or dead, and you need to get out of there. Yeah. And that way you keep your armor, but you don't. You keep all your money and items and stuff, but then you kind of, you end up, you might be on a floor where you didn't get a save point. That's why forts are so good, is they create save points for you in the middle of the dungeon, and you can abuse Ariadne threads then.
I would recommend that if you play this game, make sure you pad your 3DS, because you will run into a moment where you just want to throw your 3DS against the wall. I don't recommend doing it. It's a very expensive problem to have, but this game, I swear. Rob has no idea about what you're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man?
MNKM_K.
There's let's see. We got a new enemy on this one. We got a spider. You can always see all the enemies by looking at the top of the touchscreen there. That'll show you all the enemies in their turn order, which is useful too. Especially if you have a party, because then your party members, you know when your party members can attack. But
if I played a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, would I be pretty good at play this game?
I'd imagine so. Yeah, I think they're pretty similar. I mean, yeah, I personally haven't played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but I've played Mystery Dungeon games, and they all have like a similar system, So if you carry over stuff from that, it's just like knowing any genre of games. Yeah. If you know how to play like Etrian games, or you know how to play one Etrian game, you basically know what you need to do at the beginning of the game, to get started, and that's usually the hardest part. It's the same way in this one. As you can see, they also have idle animations in the dungeon too, so they'll tap their shoes and stuff. Just another quirk of the game.
The gunner cleans its rifle or something.
What's that?
The gunner cleans their rifle or something. Well, that's not good.
No, that's not. I'm gonna use double strike on this guy to make sure he doesn't hit us.
Yeah. It's
cool. We got and monsters will also drop items too, just like in Etrian, and you can use those to sell at the weapon shop and get some cool cool stuff.
Would you recommend playing through Sheeran then? I really didn't like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. No
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Play through Sheeran. That's fine. I mean, I think we released one of those back in the day on the Wii. Oh my gosh! As you can see, when someone's slowed, they get to act twice as fast as you do. Thankfully, I have double strike, so that kind of evens the playing field. So.
Yeah, those spiders, man, those things are a huge pain in my butt.
Yeah, thankfully they can only target one person, so it seems pretty bad here. But like when you have a whole team of people, it's not as bad. You just switch to another teammate that's not slowed, and you kind of, you cover them with the non-slowed teammate. Okay. Grasshopper.
Oh, grasshopper.
Dead grasshopper. So yeah. Oh man, gold bonanza here. Huh? Light scroll, I like that.
Light scrolls are awesome, by the way.
Yeah, they're really helpful. There are dark zones in this game later on, so they're really useful there. I mean, it's kind of. Oh, we beat this floor already, so the boss isn't even going to be there. Wait, isn't? Yeah. Since we slayed the boss, he's not going to be there.
You did? I thought you beat him. No, I did beat him on a previous save, but so once you beat the dungeon, the boss doesn't respawn. Got it.
I forgot about that.
Whoops.
On these earlier ones. So yeah, this is the end of that dungeon, pretty much.
Sweet. Go explore some more.
Yeah, we could always. I could just go backwards. That's the cool thing is you can always because where is it? I mean, there's plenty of stuff on our map that we haven't gone through. There's still like a bunch of floors over here. Like up here? I guess I could go towards those. Alright, I'll do that. Oh, thank you, Trap, for not activating. Not that it really mattered, there's no way around. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got another mystery box.
Yes.
What will this has in store for us? Ooh, cool. We got a nice gun.
Sweet.
For our class that doesn't use guns.
Oh.
I'll throw it at something. We'll do like 2 damage again.
Yes.
Why does it not? It should do like a bazillion damage. I mean, you're basically sacrificing a weapon. So, yeah. Oh man. All the amber tiles you can eat. It's a buffet of amber tiles over here. Oh yeah, maybe we should talk about the spread tiles. Actually, it's kind of impossible to illustrate what they do with one player, but
don't worry about that.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to worry about that. Okay, well, back upstairs.
Can't believe you beat the boss already.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I know, that's the one thing I wanted to try was fighting a boss solo.
They don't want us to waste the gun. Yeah, you have.
Don't waste the gun.
Yeah, just like Etrian, you have a very limited backpack, so you'll find yourself like I've got to get rid of some stuff, and you do have to make that painful choice sometimes. Like, well, I probably won't need this gun.
Yeah, as you see, from it says it says 15 out of 30 on the top of the bottom screen there, the top of the bottom screen. Yeah. So yeah, there is a limit on items. The game, I like the limit in this game just because it encourages you to use your items, and that really increases the the kind of
chance of living.
Yeah, one, it's good. It's just a good habit to get used to, and also it's like it really makes the game a lot fresher for the player, because if you're just running around auto attacking things, it gets really dull. But the interactions with the items and the enemies is really cool. Just like the stuff we saw earlier, like. I've beaten this entire game, and I did not know about the rat thing where they just throw things right back at you. So that was cool that we got to learn, something like that. And so, I think the item limit is cool. It also can be increased if you do. There is a point where you can increase the size of your bag. So it's not set in stone. If you're willing to spend money, you can increase the size of the bag. Oh, and there's also a sword feature too, if you hit Y. So that's pretty cool. Did we get another Armory Scroll? I didn't even notice we got this. That's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. Alright. That's why our sword's doing so much damage too.
Super death stabby sword.
Yeah. I really don't get the point of that dragonfly skill. Like, it seems really silly. They, like, basically run up to you and then don't attack. I mean, yeah. I wish more enemies did stuff like that, right?
I'm just gonna move within melee range and
Yeah.
get stabbed by you. That's cool.
Well, the cool thing about it is no. Well, if you're fighting somebody else and then he jumps in, that's pretty dangerous. But yeah, I guess if you're aware of that, maybe I'm so used to just making sure I fight dragonflies,
Yeah.
you know, by myself that it doesn't come up very often.
I wish you could run into a monster room, because when you've got two, you know, even solo, when you have more than one monster in the room, it gets kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Your palms start to get a little sweaty. When it's like 3, you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, maybe if we switch between floors enough, we'll like run into something kind of similar to that.
Use one of your light scrolls, see if we've got something good here.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? Yeah, I'll show them. Just
Yeah.
it's cool to show you how the light scroll works. I've never thrown a light scroll. I wonder what that does. Like, the enemy can see the whole floor or something? Like, what's that gonna do?
0 damage.
Yeah, maybe that does a bazillion damage. Okay, so as you can see, this will also, like, if you look at the bottom screen, you can see that there's red enemies around, right? And eventually, if I walk around more, the more enemies will start to respawn, too. And you'll be able to see that on the map. At least they should. Let's see. Okay.
Death Roller is the famous enemy that accidentally killed one of Rob's party members during our last live stream. If you haven't seen that yet, you should definitely go and watch that link that Nick just posted.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty bad.
That was a good roguelike moment right there.
Yeah.
When you think you know what's going to happen and something else happens.
Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of hard to micromanage all 4 of your teammates too. So that's I actually like doing solo runs in this game just because it's kind of it allows you to focus less on micromanaging your team and more on, you know, actually combating the enemies. But you know, it's definitely having a full party is quite useful. So
can enemies crit in this?
I'm pretty sure they can. My memory serves.
I feel like I've been crit by an enemy before too, and it's unpleasant.
Yeah, this game has some really, like, it's very swingy. Like, you really need to, like, know how the matchups with the enemy is going to be before you actually fight them. Because there are definitely points later on in the game where you can just get, like, one-shotted by an enemy if you have the wrong guy in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I've sacrificed many a Rune Master because I had the Rune Master out of position. I'm like, oh, look, I'm going to shoot this thing in the face, and don't notice when, God, it was like a little crab thing or something come up to me and just, bye-bye, no more Rune Master. No Rune Master for you.
Or you let a bunny, like, do whatever he wants in a room, and then he, like, electrocutes your, like, guy 7 times.
Like,
yeah, that's not cool. That's why, like, features like the watch is really good, because you can really, like, set up what you're gonna do ahead of time. And there is a shortcut for it. I always forget what it is.
Yeah.
It's like
the game does
R
have
plus Y or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, if you hit R plus Y, you can just auto watch, and it's a lot smoother. I just always forget what the thing is.
There are a ton of shortcuts.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how many weird combos you can do with just button presses in this game.
Cross of gaze.
Yeah.
Double strike it.
Yeah, definitely. That's like if you, that guy will wreck you if you let him hit you. So you gotta be the first to hit him. Like I said though, they're kind of dumb. The enemies are pretty dumb at the beginning, and they just like walk up to you when you're like a ranged class or a really strong melee class. They don't really care. One thing of note that doesn't appear on the map on the bottom screen is are the amber tiles. So that's another good reason to like use watch in a room. Like if you don't want to walk through it and trigger traps, but you want to see if there's a lot of amber tiles there. Like let's say you're running low on FP, then that's another good use of
you kind
watch.
of are right now.
Yeah, it's okay. The game lets you know once you're below 20, so I don't even really care until I'm at 20. But then once you get to below 20, it really lets you know.
Yeah.
It's like every step is like...
You're low on FP. You're low on FP.
I feel like it's more important just to keep food around so you don't have to deal with those messages than the actual detriment of it.
Can you skip a turn like in Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
skip a turn.
it's A plus P is that one. Or you can just like see how my character's kind of just like shuddering there for some reason. It's because we're skipping turns. See, and it also uses up FP, but it heals your HP.
You're starving yourself by pressing A.
Yeah, apparently just standing around burns like so many calories for your characters because they eat up like a ton of FP if you just wait in place. I'll use, since I'm kind of low here, I'll use my I'll use Kasumi's lunch here, and the innkeeper was so kind as to give me a free piece of food before I left on my journey. So I think she really likes the female Landcheck. She's into her. So she gives her free lunches every day.
Scandalous.
Yeah. And then so you just use it. I mean, I could throw it or drop it. Oh yeah, you can also drop items. Like let's say you don't feel like throwing an item, you can just drop it on the ground, and then you can pick it up again too, or the enemy could pick it up for you. You know, whatever.
That's happened to me before. Hey, come back with that. I need that.
But let's use it to heal our FP. There we go. So now, we are satiated. We're back to 52 FP now. We're good. Moving on. Going in, what is this, like, we're doing inverted dungeon run now. How fast can we get to the bottom? Or to the top. Or I guess it's top because it's downward descent in this game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We gone to that floor? So we want to look for the left or the center one. The stairwells, you can tell which branch they're going to go by the arrow that's pointing at. The one you see at the left green arrow is kind of going to the center, and this one I'm in the room, or the one in the stairway in the room that I'm standing in right now is going to go to the right branch. So we wanted to go to the center branch, so let's backtrack to the room we were at.
Can you pull up the map?
Oh, the map?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, we didn't have it up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So as you can see here, we want to go to the left or the middle branch, right? So, we don't, because we've already been in the room in the right. So let's use the center stairwell that's on the left side there. Let's see. How do I get over there? Yeah, as you can see, there's also a shortcut for dashing. If you hold B, you'll dash all over the place. It's really useful in hallways because you don't usually have problem in hallways, especially if you're a melee class. It's not that big of a deal.
Are there any ways for food items to be spoiled like in previous Pokemon Mystery Dungeons?
You know what? Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything like that. Maybe it might be like super late game or something like that. I know they like to throw in like random BS like that at the end of the game, or like in the the extra dungeons, but yeah, I don't remember that being in the normal game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, it's so weird. The grasshopper has an actual good approach, right? The jump kick thing.
And the dragonfly has nothing.
And the dragonfly is like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna be a dummy. Does that imply that the developers think grasshoppers are smarter than dragonflies?
Possibly. I wonder if you can throw an item at a sleeping rat.
Oh, and then it'll still do it? Like, that would be pretty funny, yeah.
Some kind of crazy kung fu rat right there.
Yeah, I know. It's sleeping rat.
So what are the difference between the amber tiles and the gold tiles again? I forget. Amber tiles.
No, amber tiles are the ones the amber tiles and the gold tiles are the same thing. There's the other ones, those are red tiles.
Oh.
The one I just walked over was a red tile.
So what do the red tiles do?
The red tiles are they're also called spread tiles. They allow, if you have one party member stand on them, you press some shortcut and
Oh, they'll fan out.
And they'll fan out, yeah, in one turn. But you give up a turn to do that, so it's like you kind of become a dragonfly in that regard, and you get hit in the face while that happens. So you kind of want to do it before the enemies can get to you in the room.
No, we're not aware that food can spoil in Etrian Mystery Dungeon. So unfortunately, you can't throw rotten eggs for massive damage. How long does it take to finish the game's story mode? This is you're still gonna look at like a good 30 to 40 hour experience, I think.
Yeah, there's also like lots of quests and stuff too that really like take up a lot of time.
Side quests, backtrack, collectibles, crafting. So
it's very.
You'll find yourself getting lost. You're like, oh man, I need to go get more of this. So you'll take your solo protector into a dungeon and try and get get some crafting items, or like try and level up some lower party classes and everything. So you'll spend a good amount of time in this. It's not going to be, and again, because everything's randomized, you could spend hundreds of hours playing. But I think you could probably get through the story mode in maybe 30 to 40. Somewhere around
yeah, definitely. That's a good estimate. I have another item here. As you can see, I was just getting hit in the face by the grasshopper a couple times, and it's probably like, why the hell is that happening? But one of the items in the game is called a Blowback Sigil, and it does some pretty cool stuff. You can actually push enemies away, or you can push teammates away, which is pretty cool. If you need to those the boxes, the mystery boxes.
You use the Blowback Sigil on a
teammate. You can use it on a teammate to blow them across the room in one turn to get over to the mystery box in time, or stuff like that. But it also does damage to the enemy that gets hit by the blown back enemy. So I wanted to show that interaction here. It's not that useful against a grasshopper, but there's some enemies that take very little damage normally, like from any element. But if you use a Blowback Sigil on them, they will get wrecked. Like because they're melee class, so you just use a Blowback Sigil on them, and then they keep trying to come towards you, and then just use it again, and they're dead. Because they have low HP, but they take next to no damage. They take like 1 damage every turn. So it's like one of those kind of enemies.
Those things piss me off. And realize.
So this is the best way to kill them, because it does that.
Yeah.
But see here, it's kind of counterintuitive because you enable the jump kick ability for the grasshopper. So I wouldn't normally use it here. I just wanted to show that interaction. I thought it's an interesting interaction in the game.
Let's see. Can any classes walk on water? Yes.
Yes.
Is a giant rat the final boss of the game? They seem to be a very dangerous opponent. I know you're joking, but don't even underestimate rats. You never know. You're like, okay, I've got one person left alive. I have 2 enemies hitting me. I'm just going to shoot this non-rat thing. And then the rat's like, oh, hey, have a crit.
Thankfully, none of the boss floors have items on them.
True.
They do have traps, but they don't have items. So I don't know if a rat boss would be very appropriate. It would be pretty cool, though, to have a rat boss that's like throwing a bunch of, like, the floor is just not littered with items, or he creates items and then he throws them at you. That would be awesome. Pretty sick. But I don't remember anything like that in the game. But yeah, rats can mess you up. Like, especially if they got a hold of this whatever's in this potion here, and it's like a disabling potion, like it's a sleep potion or something. They can sleep you and then just walk up to you and hit you in the face repeatedly.
Yeah, rats are jerks. Don't underestimate rats.
Glutton potion. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, your food's getting low again.
I know, and glutton potion is really good for that. It maxes out, it increases your max FP, but then it also heals yours a bit. I want to throw it. I just want to see what happens when I throw it. Why not?
Rats will FOE you up.
Why not? Because we can. We'll throw this up.
Eat it, butterfly.
Oh, yeah. And then he walks away because he's so full. He's like, oh, I don't need to attack this guy anymore. I'm just going to walk away. He's like, okay, I'm
hungry again.
I'm hungry. I need my butter. Butterflies are hungry for blood, guys. And normally, yeah, the only way to keep them off of you is by throwing a glutton potion every once in a while. Delaying sigil. That's a good one. That slows enemies. Oh, poison also slows in this game, so that's pretty debilitating too.
Oh, that's a good question. Can magic users, hexers, medics attack heal from anywhere in the room? It depends on the skill. Like hexers, and medics can kind of heal from anywhere, but rune masters will have
line of sight.
Yeah, like line of sight, directional attacks.
Yeah, there's a lot of skills in this game that depend on you being in the room when you use them. Like the Hexer has a lot of AoE stuff that hits everybody in the room, but the Hexer needs to be in the room. So if you're in a hallway, it's like worthless. It'll only hit the people next to him, like directly next to him.
I want to touch the screen to like show people.
Yeah,
it's like you can't see what I'm touching.
Look, I can do it. I can. The capture allows you to. Oh. There's a little pointer thing here.
But you can't do that on the top screen.
No, you can't do it on the top screen.
No.
But yeah, I am getting hungry.
So yeah, if you if you have like back up a spot to that hallway.
Oh right, yeah, like here.
So yeah, so if your guy is right there. It won't. And you do an AoE attack, it won't affect the room you're facing because you're not in the room yet. So that's where you're like, okay, do I have to? I have to peek the Hexer or Rune Master out a little bit to be able to do this. But
the cool thing is since Rune Masters require line of sight on a lot of their stuff, like when they cast Fireball, it just goes straight forward. They can actually cast from the hallway, and if there's an enemy like straight on, it'll hit them, like because the Fireball has like crazy range. It has like 10 space range, so you can actually kill people from the hallways with the Rune Master.
Yeah.
But if they're at like, let's say they're right here, like you see these walls here, they actually can't fire their fireballs at these diagonals here.
Yeah.
Like it's around that corner, they can't fire it. A lot of characters can't attack around corners either like that. It'll just whiff. Like it'll act as if they're attacking the wall like that.
Yeah, so they'll just miss a turn.
Yeah, so
it's a big pain in the butt.
The cool thing is like if it's like a water. Let me see if there's anything with water near it. Yeah, there is. Okay, I'll go to that one.
You're gonna die from hunger.
I probably am. That's probably how it's gonna end here.
Rob dies from hunger.
Yeah, I know. Where's the Snickers when you need it, right? Okay. Okay, so like on this one though, like I can't attack that direction, but I could attack that direction, and line of sight would allow me to do it. I could even attack from here, like let's say I had a Rune Master, and then there's somebody facing that diagonal along where the yellow line is facing. You could actually hit somebody there.
Nice.
So it's kind of weird rules, but you get used to it. Yeah, you get used to it real fast because you do so much combat in the entryways of rooms. Like so much combat happens like right here. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
You're about to be hungry.
I am so gonna die, and you guys are gonna see how annoying all the messages are and how annoying the sound is. I'm so glad we have it muted and you guys don't. It's just like every step or something. She
you can't sprint anymore, right?
It's like
you're like no, you can't sprint.
Yeah, and then here I'll just wait it out. I'll wait the hunger out. Oh, I guess you can when you have no food left, you can wait till your heart's delayed, but you're not gonna heal any HP, so it's not really. There's no point. No, I'm not gonna ask to be rescued. It's my own fault.
And that works out too because that's about time. Don't advance. But that's about time we need to wrap up the stream. Lansec does need food badly.
Yeah.
But before we head out, you guys have any questions? Let's wait 20 seconds for the stream lag to.
Right, of course.
Yay, stream lag. Can you say if there will be a demo for this yet? No, there sadly will not be a demo for this game.
So we're saying there will not be a demo.
There will not be a demo. How can I get your hat? Travel back in time. This is actually an official thing that Nick gave me. I think he said he got it from TGS. So travel back to like 2006 or 2002. Where can we get Atlas swag in the US? From the Etrian mystery box. We've got some awesome stuff lined up for this week. So if you don't know what that is, go to our Facebook. Why do we have to wait until April for this game? Sorry, okay. Yes, sorry. Nick lent me this hat for this stream.
He thought maybe if he said it on stream that Nick would just give him the hat, obviously.
That makes it true, right?
Yeah, it's like legally binding, right, at that point?
Are Hexers overpowered in this game? I don't think they are. You know,
they're good. They're real good.
They're a good class, but they're not like supremely overpowered or anything. Any Etrian 5 news? What's Etrian 5? No idea what you're talking about.
I see Etrian and then I see a number after it, and there's no connection there, buddy.
No.
I do like the idea of the giant rat boss battle with a bunch of walls, because it could be like a maze, right? Like, but you're the experiment, and the rat is conducting the experiment on you, and there could be like cheese in the floor. It'd be pretty cool.
Night Savior, we're sorry you got the email late. We'll make sure the archive is uploaded to YouTube, and you can watch it then. Sorry about that. Permadeath? No.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. There's no permadeath in this game. You lose a lot of your items, and you go back to town. But you still keep your level, and you still
when you have a lot of really cool things that you fought for, losing all your items and money sucks, especially if it like racking up like 15,000 in and just losing it all because all your party's like stunned and you're just watching them like die. You're like, okay, my protector can't move and he's stuck in a corner. My gunner's getting two-shotted, and you're just like, why is this happening to me? I can't even use an Ariadne thread and get out of here. And it's just like, game over. You lose all your stuff. you
and you're forced to bring
5 minutes.
What is it? You have to bring money into the dungeons too to pay for your forts, because the forts they cost money. So you're always bringing a decent amount of money into the dungeons. So you always lose all that too, which is pretty debilitating as well.
Let's see. Crimson wins Kaiji no Makyu 5. Astapan.
That sounds like a Japanese word, right? Is that a Japanese word?
Devil Survivor 2 stream. That should be happening fairly soon. I think we're going to try and get one of those going in March, maybe a little earlier. So hang on for that. Sadly, I can't give you the hat because I borrowed it from Nick. You'll have to ask him for it, and he probably is not going to give it to you. Not that Nick's greedy or anything. It's just a super awesome hat. Best class, Protector. I love the Protector. My Protector is my freaking, it's the fortress. It's you're not going to get through this thing, and it has a lot of awesome passives too that can really like help you stay alive. Like whenever I've lost my entire party, the Protector is always the last one alive, and it's because I lose it because I do something stupid with the Protector and think I can try and get out of it, but no. No.
Can we expound upon forts?
We'll cover forts in another stream. Give us another week or two on that, and we'll do another EMD stream, hopefully.
They're useful.
After Rob's back from vacation. He's going away for a while. You jerk.
To the Japans. Okay, so...
Should I import Sakaiju no Makyu Untold 2?
I mean, you're giving us money. Why would we not tell you to import something? Go import it to your heart's delight. Whatever you want.
Is there a bank to store your items or money? There is. It's in the town. It's very useful. We'll hopefully be able to cover that in a later stream too. How viable is an all-dancer party? Supremely viable.
You need to try it out and find out, because that sounds amazing. I like it. It's like a dance party. They're all going to be spinning around. Everybody's going to get probably blitzed. If there was a way to drink alcohol in the game, I'm sure they would be doing it, because they love to spin around. It's like a whirling dervish festival going on. You have all the dancers going out at like full blast.
Our next stream, we're gonna do a Charlie's Angel stream. It's gonna be one male protector and then a female gunner, a female dancer, and a female medic or something.
Okay,
awesome.
We could do a theme team or something.
Yes,
that'd be fun.
Theme teams. Send in your theme team ideas.
Yeah, go for it.
Keep an eye out for the Etrian Mystery Box stuff on our Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for that point, Nick. And we'll have some more Etrian stuff coming in this week and next, so keep an eye out. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Woo! See you later.